Mickey. Let me say hello to Mickey. Hello, Mickey. Good afternoon.
Hi, teacher. Good afternoon. How are you?
Fantastic. Thank you very much. How about yourself?
I'm great, teacher. Thank you very much. I'm happy because I bought tickets from a concert. I don't know if you know the group Il Bolo.
Uh,
They
El
sing
Vol.
like pop opera and they like the classic Italian music.
Okay. And where is that? Where is that concert?
Uh, they have 3 dates here in the country, but we're gonna go to Guadalajara in the Auditorio Telmex.
Wow, that's really nice. And
Yeah,
when is that? When is it gonna be?
in March.
March is almost here. It's
Yeah,
almost a bit more than a
actually,
month.
it's on 24th of March.
So it's 2 months exactly.
Yeah.
2 months from now. And
hmm
who's gonna go there?
Mitch, my dad, my mom, and I have invited my grandma too because I know that she likes that kind of music and she knows the group.
Wow, fantastic. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations. It's gonna be
Yeah.
nice.
Thank you, teacher.
Yeah, well, excellent. Um, Let me share the screen with you guys, and I would like to do a writing exercise. And this is connected with short tales, short stories.
hmm
You can write it here so that it is visible for all of us. But if it is complicated for any reason, because this is Jamboard, we can also do it in WhatsApp or Word or another document, whichever is better for you. The idea is that, first of all, let me move this a little bit to the right. We're going to see that in a little bit later, the Bloom's taxonomy. But first of all, I wanted to suggest a writing including two characters at least. You can write three characters, two or three characters for a short tale story, which is cuento corto, right?
hmm
The characters need to be the hero and the villain. Hero and villain. As in reality, as in true life, a hero is not totally white and a villain is not totally black, right? They have different shades. So don't put in place totally white like a hero with no defects or a villain with no qualities. Normally, heroes also have a couple of defects and villains have qualities too. It is important to please describe their physical appearance and their personality traits. And then we establish the plot, but let's go one by one. So, first of all, we choose two or three characters. If you want to choose a hero and a villain and a third character, the third character must be neutral. A person you don't necessarily feel sympathy for, but also you don't feel aversion for him or her is neutral. That doesn't mean that it has to be boring or dull, right? But it's simply neutral. You don't feel a strong sympathy because he has no basically shown merit. Maybe he's a very meritorious person, but in the story, he's neutral. And also, please, the personality traits, and then you establish the plot in general terms, not specifically, but what's going to happen. Like if you were writing a screenplay for a movie, right? So you defined or describe two or three characters for a short story tale, hero, villain, and third character neutral. Describe the physical appearance and their personality traits, and establish the plot. Also, the action must be gradually increasing in intensity. That is, maybe the villain is likes to steal to rob banks I have a fixation with robbing banks. Maybe I want to buy one to rob one. Well, but that's an example only. And he escalates the intensity. He escalates the endeavor of his deeds, right? Increasingly, he's increasing in intensity up to a point, up to a point of climax of the story. Then the resolution can be nice, dreadful, or unknown. In other words, you can leave the ending open, unresoluted, with no resolution, which is also possible, right? But so let's begin with the hero and the villain, and then we discuss them, and after that we talk about the um, the plot, the place, the location, and the rest. Okay, and then the action increases in intensity. There is a climax, and then mm, the resolution. Everybody die. Everybody survive. The ending can be happy, sad, whatever. That doesn't matter. But what is important is that we identify these separate events in the short story.
Hmm.
How about that? Is that can do you agree with this idea, Mitch, Mickey?
Yes, sure, it's okay.
Okay, very good. So here are the steps, and if you can do it in Jamboard, I could see how you make progress. But if you can't, or it's easier for you to do it in WhatsApp. Let's just do it little by little. When you have number one or number one and two, we go through them, and then we do number three and so on. Please, okay?
Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Very good. I do this because I'm pretty sure that you have a lot of talent as writers or creators of
Mm.
something something good is gonna come out of this. I'm sure.
I find to record them for short days. You and never to look enough to
Oops, I don't know what I'm doing here.
this clearly physical appearance and the person with the trace establish a good. The action must be done. Mm. What means dreadful?
Dreadful, something that causes you terror or fear, or you are afraid of. You're afraid of the result. That's dreadful.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Mhm.
And the plot?
The plot is the drama, right?
Okay.
What the plot is about is what the story is about.
Ah, thank you.
Yes, no problem. I'm going to copy this in the Jamboard here. I have 3, 4 slides. Whatever you want to work. You can also chat while you do your characters. For example, Mickey, what is your idea of a hero as a character?
Mm, in my story or in general?
No, 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 in your story, in your story.
Mm. Uh, well, I was thinking in a story where there are two wrestlers, Mexican wrestlers, they're family, but they they had problems and now they don't talk, and now uh, they talk back uh, from one to the other, and there's like a discussion. I don't know how to explain it, but something like
Okay.
that.
All right. Okay. And why is the argument about? Why are they arguing?
Uh, that the older man, because one is older than the other, uh, was the trainer to the other guy, and now the other guy has more fame, has more money, has uh, everything more, and there's like uh, envy, or how do you say envy?
Envy, or jealousy. You can say envy or
Yeah.
jealousy.
Mhm. Actually, it's a real story
Oh, really?
because yeah, in the morning I saw an interview of one wrestler is called Alberto del Rio,
Okay.
and his uncle, I think that is called Mil Máscaras or something like that. I think that is one of the most important clusters of all time here in Mexico.
Yeah, I mean, Mascaras, who doesn't know him? I mean, my age, your dad's age, of course, we remember him. He was very famous. There was Mil Mascaras, Blue Demon,
El
El
Santo.
Santo, of course. What was this? Tonina Jackson.
Hmm.
There's even a song about it. So,
Yeah, and I saw an interview of him, of Alberto del Rio, and he says that now he doesn't talk with his uncle because he has envy of him, because now he's more famous than him, and that was the idea of the story that I'm
okay, great
writing
story.
now.
Okay, perfect. Great story. Great story. Very good. What about you, Mitch?
Mm?
Who is your hero? Who is your hero or
Um,
heroine?
I'm still thinking
You're
about it.
still thinking? Okay.
It's too much to think.
Okay.
Mm. Okay.
Sin máscaras.
Yeah,
Is
I changed the name for the copyright.
oh, okay. You changed it to 100. Okay.
Yeah. Can I use term aging man, like something that is someone that is older?
Yeah, aging man, strong, an aging man, strong, uh, famous, or with a ancestry of fame, or formerly
Mhm.
famous. You can say formerly famous. Maybe he was famous before and he's not so famous anymore, and that may be part a reason of the argument, right?
Yeah.
Or a cause of the argument.
Formerly famous.
For formerly famous, yes.
Hmm.
Famous, and now in total. He's totally forgotten. Things like that happen, believe it or not.
Yeah. Hmm. There's a word for necio.
For what?
Necio.
Stubborn. Stubborn. I'm gonna put it here. Stubborn.
Stubborn. Okay.
Stubborn.
Voy sola, hijo. Porque ya son las 6.
Stubborn.
No, yo te dije. No, no me dijiste. Pero nunca me dijiste.
Okay.
Sí, oye, porque desde hace rato yo te acompañaba a por Chelsea y te valió lo que te dije.
I'm gonna get myself a cup of coffee really quick.
Yes, sure.
But I'll be here looking at your writings. Famous, stubborn. Probably has old ideas.
Archaic.
Archaic ideas.
Archaic. Yeah.
Archaic ideas. Which is a very topical, very topical, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, Grandpa, Uncle, those ideas are archaic. We all say that,
Mm.
right? At one time, we all say
Yes.
that.
Smog es presumido o smug, how do you say?
Smug with you. Smug.
Mm.
Smug or conceited. You have, well, you have many words for that. You have smug, conceited, I think it's with double T. Presumptuous.
Okay.
I don't remember if conceited was with double T. I'm not sure. Conceited. Let me check really quick.
Mhm.
Conceited. Oh, it's one T only. Just one T.
Conceited.
Smug, conceited, or presumptuous. Presumptuous. Archaic. I think archaic doesn't have an H, Mickey. I believe. I'm gonna check, but I believe it doesn't.
Ah, okay, okay.
No, me da igual.
Alberto Del Lago is the new wrestler,
Yes.
and is the nephew of Cien Máscaras.
Mm-hmm.
It can also be a makeup so that he gains popularity and they fake a fight or an argument. That also happens a lot in politics. I don't want to discourage the story or put it down, but uh, but the argument is fabulous. It's great, even if it is like, well, wrestling is an act of theater, right, Mickey? You know that, right?
Yeah, of course.
So if they act in the arena, why wouldn't they act outside of the arena? But well, who knows? Maybe it's real. Sometimes they're better actors outside the arena than inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
And looks more real. Conceited, naive too, huh?
Yeah.
But naive in what sense?
Mm, because he made a lot of mistakes for the same reason. For example, in business and in his personal life, because he didn't have the experience.
He didn't have the experience, huh?
He didn't have experience. Yeah.
Okay, very interesting. Sounds like a good story.
Hmm.
Let me ask Mitch if she found a definition for her characters. Did you find the definition for your characters, Mitch?
Mm, First, I wrote the plot, now I'm defining them.
Wow, wow. Okay, excellent. That's something good too.
Mm, wrestling.
Mustache.
Digo, Luis, tú sabes usar la aplicación para medir el de baño. Así es. Ya ves que no.
That's him, exactly.
Mi papá quiere que le lleve toda la cochinadota, yo no puedo.
Wears a mask. All right. Well,
Ya, nada más tengo invocando, no manches. Es parte de.
he's part of.
En verdad, no te mortifiques por mí. O sea, yo le decía, pues sí, claro que prefiero ir acompañada que sola, pero tampoco quiero que te mortifiques.
Mustache. That's interviewer. That's Jose.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on.
Well,
Those are the three characters.
they're my characters. Yeah.
Very interesting. Asian master for famous. A cake. Ideas. Assassin age. Cake. Has a mustache. I think mustache is with you, I think. Has a mustache. Very nice. Curious. Gossips. Kind of resting. Fat, short. Very nice.
Ahorita vengo, hijos.
Okay. Like it. Let's see how much he's doing. You said that you wrote the plot, Mitch?
Yes.
You wrote the plot. Did you send it somewhere, or where can we see
Here in
it?
Jamboard. In
Where?
Jamboard. In Jamboard.
Jamboard. In which slide? Number what?
One.
Ah, here. Oh, okay, awesome. Fantastic. Oh, here it is. Very nice. Ah, you have the description of the characters as well. Fantastic. Okay, let's begin with the description of the characters. Hero. Can you read? Can you read about your heroes, Mitch? Your characters, please.
Sure. Still left the point 4 and 5. It doesn't matter.
No. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's okay.
Okay. Description. I didn't finish. Well, no matter. The hero, his name is Sky. He actually has a gun or a group of friends who's always goes together to all the adventures. Appearance, he has light blue hair, white skin, golden eyes, pilot broad hand, and dark blue sweater. Also, black pants and a golden boat. The villain name. I'm pretty bad with the names. Sorry.
Very.
She is middle beige skin, cake rose haired, always has a lot of makeup, dress dark blue purple with pink. Address. She appears to be good in the outside, but she's an evil witch empress who enslaves people and steals the magic and life of the new
Un
visitors.
poquito más para allá.
Okay, let me just make a few corrections, minor corrections. Enslave. who enslaves people and steals the magic and life of new visitors. Character has a gang of good friends who always go because it's plural, who always go together to all the adventures. Blue hair, white skin, golden Spider-Man hat, dark blue sweater. Villain name, Kimberly Berry. It's a funny name. Uh, okay, she appears to be good on the outside. So it's a woman. The
Yeah.
villain, and why king and not queen?
Ah, I forget the word queen. Sorry, queen.
Oh, okay, no
Yes,
problem.
yes,
Queen
yes.
Berry Berry.
Has more sense. I think it's
It's
a
a
word.
funny name. I like. I
Mm.
like it. Okay. So okay, you want me to change it or you change it?
Uh,
Queen.
oh, whatever.
Queen. Okay, Queen Berry Berry. And the magic in life. Okay, very good. That's the description of the characters. Let's go to Mickey's characters for a moment, please. Can you read about your characters, Mickey, and maybe give additional information if you can or if you want?
Yes, sure. Uh, well, my first character is Enmascaras. He's an aging man.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes? Okay. He's an aging man. He's strong.
Uh,
Can you hear me, teacher?
no, I can't. Only now.
Really?
Only now. When you say, "Can you hear me?"
Hello, hello.
Let's see. Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes, now I can.
Okay. Yeah, my first character is Enmascaras. He's an aging man. He has around 81, 82 years old.
Uh,
For his age, he is strong and he is formerly famous, stubborn, and he has archaic ideas. And normally he wears a mask. He has different types of mask, but the most famous
okay.
mask is the mask that he's wearing in the photo. My second character is called Gustavo, who is based in the wrestler Beto Del Rio. He's a young man, around 35, 36 years old. He's strong, um, conceited, so famous. He became famous because he was wrestler of different companies like AAA, WWE, and others. So he is more famous rather than his uncle. But he
Uncle.
has
Okay.
a little disadvantage, and is that he is so naive. And he's a sportsman. We can notice in his body. And the third one is Jose. He's interviewer. He's a fan of wrestling. He's curious, gossip. That's why he's interviewer too. And if we talk about his physique, he's fat, short, and has a mustache. All my
Okay.
characters are Mexican.
Okay. Very nice. Thank you very much, Mickey. Let's go back to Mitch's characters and the plot. Tell us about the plot, Mitch, please.
Are you sharing the screen, teacher, or we are just?
No, no, I'm not. I'm sure. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sharing. Sorry, sorry. Here it is. Okay. Okay, here. Can you please tell us about your story, Mitch? The plot. Read the plot and explain if you
Yeah,
wish.
it's pretty little. Uh, I have more time to extend myself more. But the protagonist visits with his gang a new village that apparently everything is great and the civilians are very good people. The leaders of the village is a woman who appears to be very good person and the savior of half the villains. A third, annoyed neutral character, who is in fact the right hand of the leader, tries to communicate discreetly with Hero to warn him that this place is unfair and all the civilians are actually slaves of villain and absorbs magic and vital energy of each new visitor to increase the power and beauty of her.
Well, that's really, really interesting. Um, okay, so this is what's going to happen, or this is what happens. Let's go to Mickey's story. What is going to happen here, Mickey? Or what is with what happens? What is it that happens here in this story?
Um, yeah, my story develops in one interview where Jose is interviewing Alberto del Rio and Sin Máscaras, and there's like a little uh, confront, or how can I say it, teacher? Like
Confrontation.
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 Yeah, between Alberto del Lago and Sin Máscaras, because both guys are a little bit um, conceited or presumptuous. How do you say that?
Pre- presumptuous. Presumptuous.
Presumptuous. Yeah, and
Presumptuous.
they were only showing off their successes, and they forget that they are family because now they don't have like a good relationship between them. And yeah, Jose is asking like uh, trigger questions that makes that the interview became a little bit more spicy or more interesting for the public, and that's how the story is developing.
Okay. Very, very interesting. Okay, so that has to increasingly grow in intensity up to a
Yeah.
point of where something strong happens, right? Maybe very, maybe bad, maybe good. This should be an outcome with intensity. Okay, Mickey,
Hmm.
thank you very much. I'm gonna go back to Mitch's story, and let me ask you, why is it why is it always, or not always, but very often, the villains want to get more beauty, power and beauty, which
Mm,
is
mhm.
very interesting.
Well, I think it is like you can hear me, right?
Yes,
It
very
is
well.
like
Yeah.
sorry. It is like they are very. How can I say avariciosos?
Greedy,
Uh,
greedy.
they're very greedy and they want everything. Well, they want always more and more. I never that stuff. How can I say a costa de
At the stake of,
at the stake
at
of
the stake of.
at the stake of everyone. They don't care anything, and they think if they, for example, in the beauty part, if they are very beautiful, everyone's going to love them in some way.
Yeah, and that comes, if you remember, Mickey, Mitch, if you remember from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, there was the witch with the mirror, right? It says, magic mirror, who is the most beautiful woman of the forest or of the of the surroundings? And then she says, oh, it's you, my lady.
Yeah.
And then one day he says, the mirror says, I'm sorry to tell you, but there is another lady which is more beautiful than you. Oh, who is that? Her name is Snow White. Oh, no, that cannot be, right? And
Yeah.
that becomes enraged. She's now enraged and she can forgive everything except that there is a more beautiful woman than her, right? It's like if the mirror doesn't it say, there is a woman who is more benevolent or who is more intelligent or who is more, no, is more beautiful. and that is a cause of envy. With all respect to women, and with women I include my mom, my sisters, my girlfriend, many people. But that is I don't know if that's a social thing or not, but that sometimes makes me laugh, as many other things make women laugh about men, right? So it's not that only we laugh, but also women laugh a lot.
Yeah.
But okay, it's like a stereotype. Okay, I just wanted to make that comment. I didn't want
Yes.
to. Okay, so very good. What is going to happen, Mitch? Where is the outcome? Where is the limit of the story?
Um, the gang going to try expose the true intentions of the queen to the people who really trust in her, which are so many. She is fooling a lot of people in some countries. Okay, Jane in a little village, but he is actually a good know in other countries. Then they're going to expose her, trying to not get, how can I say, conjurado?
Conjured.
Conjured by her, because, well, she has actually magic. Uh, and just only one character is going to die. That is the neutral character, which, because she discovers him as a traitor, because he was telling all the secrets of her to the new gang. And, well, at the end's going to end well to everyone, but with that, miss me with that death.
Okay, very good. I love the story, and the name is fabulous. Queen Berry Berry. I totally
Erase
like
that
it.
from your mind.
Yeah, okay. Very nice. Thank you very much, Mitch. Now, here, Mickey, the situation between these two wrestlers is escalating as a result of the interview with Jose, right?
Mhm.
Then what? Then what happened? What is going to happen?
Uh, yeah, the interview was escalating to something more intense. Can I use that
Intense,
word?
intense, intense, yes.
Yeah. And well, Jose is a fan of wrestling, so he started asking questions, but not only focus on the problematic between them, just was focused on what's wrestling, of the story of wrestling of Cien Máscaras and Alberto del Lago, and the questions were more personal, but refers to the
Yes,
wrestling life, between Cien
yes, yes.
Máscaras and Alberto Rio, because Cien Máscaras was the trainer of him, of Alberto del Lago, sorry,
Okay.
and suddenly, like, the interview takes another, how can I say this, like
Path, another route,
another route.
route or path.
Yeah, route. Because Alberto del Lago and Cien Máscaras weren't focused on only their envy or only their problems, was focused on the story between them, and the story and the connections that they have, like family. And yeah, at the end they solve it, correctly, and they remember that maybe the problems are not too important. Um, how can I say mientras, in the meantime, or is that correct?
While, as
Well,
long as.
okay. Yeah, as long as the family is together, and yeah, they started to see it in a different way, not only in like a competition.
That's a very happy ending. That's very nice.
Yeah, but this is not the true ending. But
Okay, well,
I
but
still wanted to change.
yeah, I would have imagined that the interviewer was gonna challenge them both too much. Okay, let's resolve this once for all. Let's go to the arena.
Will be
Maybe,
great, but no, it wasn't
but
the end of the story.
yeah, that would have been more in my character and personality, right? Competing, but maybe more in your character of a negotiator and reconciliator or conciliator would be your ending, which I like very much, actually. Yeah, they
Yeah.
they became friends again and talk to each other once again, which is the ideal outcome, right?
Hmm.
I don't know if it's very likely to happen, but at least in the story, that's how
This
it
story
was.
happens.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Mickey Mitch. Let's see if
Yes,
we can
sir.
put your words in writing. Let's see if you can write the plot, maybe in another slide,
Hmm.
and how the resolution was, please. Okay.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
So, all right. Let's do that, please. I think my coffee is ready, so I'm gonna go pick it up because make it.
Sorry, teacher. I got a
Oh,
call.
it's okay. Oh, don't worry.
What happened?
Don't worry. Well, we were trying to put the outcome, the resolution of the story in paper. So once you have told us what the plot was going to be about, we can transfer that to the Jamboard, please.
Oh,
Writing the result, the resolution of the story,
okay. Let's see.
please, how it ended. something that they didn't remember. Mm, say, late night show. At the same time, once upon a time. Let's see. Let's make some amendments to the first slide. The gang succeeded in past tense. Succeeded. Succeeded. So let's succeeded in exposing all the bad intentions to all the planet and and in showing how she had actually or she was actually a terrible person. Unfortunately, unfortunately, in the process, she killed her right hand because he had betrayed her. He had betrayed her by telling, by revealing, it's just revealing
Okay.
all her secrets to the gang. Okay, that's a great story. I like it. All right. Can you read it, Mitch, please?
Okay. Um, the gang succeeded in exposing all the bad intentions to all the planet and in showing how she was actually a terrible person. Unfortunately, in the process, she killed her right hand because he had betrayed by her revealing
Oh, no,
all
I'm
his
sorry. I'm sorry.
betrayed her by
Betrayed her. Yes, yes.
by her.
By
No, no.
revealing.
He had betrayed her for revealing all her
Yeah,
secrets to the gang.
for no, he betrayed her. How? By revealing all her all
Right,
her
right.
secrets. How did she do it? By revealing all her secrets, right? He had betrayed her by revealing all her secrets to the gang.
Okay.
Excellent. I like it very much. It's
Thank you.
very good. Okay, Mitch. Thank you. Uh, let's take a look at Mickey's. Those guys were remembered for being famous wrestlers, Mexican wrestling, but not everything was perfect. So Alberto's muscles were creating a confrontation while Alberto was growing in the world of wrestling. Was not only uncle of Alberto, Sin Máscaras was his trainer too, and now all the story behind the development of Alberto in his wrestling career was something that they didn't remember. They were invited to Husselin's show, both accepted the invitation, but they didn't know that both were invited to the same show at the same time. The story of both and how the story behind the success of the wrestling was. Very good.
I almost finished the story, teacher, but I still
Yeah.
writing.
No, it's very good. It's very good. No, you can continue writing. They didn't know what they interview began and was a big surprise for both wrestlers. The questions started to be more personal, and the interview started to be more spicy, and a confrontation was created. How successful wrestling was. Okay, it's very good. What do you think of the story, Mitch?
Making, it's very nice. I
Yeah. Which are the values that are implied, not openly mentioned, but that made the uncle of Alberto suffer and probably feel that he had not received enough gratitude. So Mickey very subtly and swiftly makes the people think through the conversation that something is missing here from Alberto, that Cien Máscaras needs but is not receiving. What is that? What is that value? What is that action that he believes that he deserves? Cien Máscaras deserves but is not getting.
I think not understand.
Yeah, well, probably Cien Máscaras was expecting a little bit more of gratitude from Alberto, or because that's not only his uncle but his coach, his trainer, and they were also family. What do you think?
Uh,
Or maybe the question should be, who do you sympathize with in this kind of confrontation?
um, uh, um, I'm analyzing.
You're gonna what?
I'm analyzing.
Okay, good. While you analyze it, I'm gonna go through the text with Mickey to check just a couple of things. Can you read it, Mickey?
Yes, sure. Once upon a time was an interview between Alberto del Lago and his uncle Cien Máscaras. Both guys were remembered for being famous wrestlers in the Mexican wrestling, but not everything was perfect because Alberto and Cien Máscaras were creating confrontation. Meanwhile, Alberto was growing in the world of wrestling. Cien Máscaras was not only uncle of Alberto, Cien Máscaras was his trainer too, and now all the story behind the development of Alberto in his wrestling career was something that they didn't remember. One day they were invited to Jose late night show. Both accepted the invitation, but they didn't know but they didn't know that both were invited to the same show at the same time. The interview began and was a big surprise for both wrestlers. The questions started to be more personal and the interview started to be more spicy, and a confrontation was created. But Jose started to ask about the story of both and how was the story behind the success of Alberto in the wrestling. With kind of questions, they remembered that they're not only wrestlers trying to be better one each other. They remembered that they were family and that there's not something more
Where from?
important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well, not, until I read my writing, I noticed some mistakes too.
okay, but that's very good because then you become more objective once you are detached from the writing process, which is excellent. Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Mickey Mitch, good job. I really liked your writings, and Of course, we then need to talk about the style and ideas and all that, which of course you're gonna be familiar with that. It's just to be directing it towards one way or the other at our own will, as you prefer.
Yes.
Good job, guys.
Thank you, teacher.
Um,
Thank you, teacher.
when do we want to have the next session? When should it be a good idea?
Mm,
I think it's gonna be tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow,
Mm,
Wednesday.
yeah, we put a message in the group. Let me check it. Yeah,
Yes,
actually,
we
we did.
agreed that on Wednesday at 4 to 5.
we put it on Wednesday. Oh no, I said that I have a commitment actually, but today morning they said that it was canceled, and I think it could be on Wednesday. Yes.
It could be tomorrow. Okay, what time would it be okay? I finish class at 3:10. I get home like 3:40. I sometimes eat right away. So if it was 4 to 5 or maybe 4:30 to 5:30, even 5 to 6 would be better if it's okay with you guys.
No, I can 5 to 6. I have a class.
Yeah, Michelle
Excuse me?
I have driving class.
a driving class.
I'm sorry. The connection is breaking.
Oh,
What did
sorry.
you say, please?
That to 5 to 6 I have driving class.
You have driving class from 5 to 6.
Mhm.
Oh,
So
yes. If you want, teacher,
can I can
then
I
uh well, I would say
now can I confirm? Yes.
okay. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I can confirm then if it is, let's say, 6 to 7 maybe, or 4 to 5. Can I? Do you allow me to confirm if it is 4 to 5 or
For me, it's better at 4 to
six
5.
to
4 to 5.
4 to 5?
If you wish, could be 4:15 to 5:15 to have more time
15 to
for
5:15.
you to eat.
Okay, that'd be great. 4:15 to 5:15. Would it be okay?
Yes, there's no problem for
Okay,
me.
perfect. That gives me time to get home, eat something, and then have the class 4:15 to 5:15. Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, Mitch, Mickey, thank you very much. Enjoy your afternoon, your evening, and have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow then.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, teacher.
teacher.
You too. Take care.
Have,
Take care. See you
have a great
tomorrow.
night. See
See you,
ya.
teacher.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.
You
Take care.
too. Bye. See you. Enjoy. Bye. Take care. See you soon then. Goodbye.